The music in this movie is very important. We will have probably one of the most complex and probably the largest scores ever written for a Disney animated feature. There's a lot of music. Alan Menken, who wrote Aladdin and Beauty and the Beast and Little Mermaid, is the composer, and Stephen Schwartz is the lyricist.
The people at Disney recommended Stephen, and I thought about it for a minute and realized that Stephen's style would be just perfect for this, because he's very American in his style. There's something that is brilliantly both theater and in a sense folk and classic about his writing, and I just really felt that he and I would be able to find a voice that was unique, to the two of us together, and we did. We started working together, and the first song we wrote was a song called "Colors of the Wind."
Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue corn moon, or ask the grinning bobcat why he grinned? Can you sing with all the voices of the mountain? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind?
The emotion of the lyrics as well as the emotion of the music was very powerful. It also defined the movie, what the movie was going to be about, because it was at the early stages of developing the story, and it's very important to know what your story is going to be, what it's about, where it's going to begin, where it's going to end. And when Stephen came up with the title of Colors of the Wind, and then developed his lyric, it helped greatly to tell us what this movie should be.
It was just one of those magical things that happen. It's about things that I feel strongly about, and musically, Alan also feels strongly about these things, and he found a way of expressing it, I think, in a very beautiful and, again, deceptively simple way. It was just one of those things where we really knew what we wanted to say. We knew who this person was. We were able to find the parts of ourselves that beat in synchronicity, if you will, with Pocahontas on these particular thoughts, and it just happened.
It's not like you get in a room and you go, hey, boy, we're just great together, we love each other and this is wonderful. In fact, there's tension. And we're both, in a sense, we're both, lunging for the keyboard to play, because he's a composer too. And I'm, someone who has had a lot of experience writing lyrics, and also used to having a lot of input into lyrics. And Stephen actually has been fine about this, but just finding out where where one leaves off and the other begins, and where it's okay to overlap, and what kind of relationship there will be there. And that's what the early sessions are all about. It's when the first song is concluded, and you have something and you play it for people and you get a response, then I think what's there. It's all about the work for both Stephen and me.
When you're collaborating with someone, and I think Alan and I have had and continue to have a really wonderful and happy collaboration, sometimes one knows that the words have to be supported, that this is a song where the words are important. Savages is an example of that, and in a way the music has to keep out of the way of the words. Sometimes the music is really important, and I always feel that the job of the lyric is to let you know what the song is about very clearly and simply, and then get out of the way. I would say that Just Around the River Bend is an example, particularly the chorus. It's like, stay out of the way of that great music. And If I Never Knew You is certainly a song like that, where once you've said, if I never knew you, basically that's the story of the song. Then you just want to kind of stay out of the way of the music. Colors of the Wind is a song that's in balance, and maybe that's why it's so satisfying for both Alan and myself.
In a circle, in a hoop that never ends. How high does the sycamore grow? If you cut it down, then you'll never know.
What Judy, I think, has almost uniquely, but certainly very rarely, is an extraordinary gift for singing a lyric so that it makes absolute sense. It makes the sense that the lyricist wanted it to have. It's an extraordinary instinct. I think she's a great talent.
You can own the earth and still all you'll own is earth until you can paint with all the colors of the wind.
She's a lyricist's dream. Judy is so astounding with the lyric. First of all, she has an extraordinary instrument. Just as a singer, she's got a range that goes from a deep, rich belt, if you will, if you're talking in Broadway terms, or alto, if you're talking in technical terms. She just goes right on up to a real soprano with no break whatsoever. It sounds effortless in any register.
Just around the river,
It may be a matter of speed. It may be he has to relax just slightly.
Or maybe that you have to relax into the faster
I think that's what it is. It's like, oh my God, we're playing fast still. It still feels like that to me. Instead of just going, it just doesn't sit there. You know what I mean? It's like going,
I think they bring out something in each other, you know, of what, in the best in each other. I mean, Stephen is a wonderful lyricist, and he's a composer in his own right. And Alan is a great composer and understands, you know, film and the theater. And whatever it is, whatever magic happens in any collaboration happened here. And I'm very grateful for that.